bring you the love and the peace of God. We live in times where there's so much going on in the hearts of men. Men and women are troubled because of all the things that has saddled us. We have lost over 300,000 of our fellow in this season where we have bonded together. We have been through so much through elections. But I just want to say to every one of us, America, God's hand is upon you. America, you are not an orphan nation. America, you will not live by the lies and the deceptions that go on around us. I come to say to you that the peace of God is available. The goodwill of God is still available. God has raised us to still be a voice and a relevant nation to the nations of the world. We may not understand where we are walking now, but God still understands us. So I call on the old, I call on the young, I call on the intellectuals, and I call on those that are farmers. I call on the businessmen and women, and I deploy your gifts and your abilities. And the reason why God has made us a tribe, that together we will be the voice of God that blesses not only our nation, but the nations of the world. This nation thrives on the fact that God has put a space over us, that we thrive in this freedom. We thrive in this place where men and women are allowed to find expression of their God-given talents. But this is not the time for us to look at one another with a different pair of eyes, but look at one another from the perspective of God and say that God has indeed placed you in my life. God has made you my neighbor, and there's something you have that I need, and there's something I have that you need. Listen, in this land, according to the will of God, that God is the one that sets up and brings down. God has set us up as a nation, and God still rules in the affairs of men. He sets up one and he sets one down. America, this is not a time to be prideful in ourselves, but this is the time to walk in humility. If we think about it, yes, the greatest nation, but we've been hit the hardest. So it's time to look at ourselves and turn our eyes to God and say, God, help us, for in you we trust. America, God's hand is still at work in our lives. The children shall come out of this situation better than they were before. Listen, it was not too long ago, a generation saw two wars, and we came out on top because those that went to the war and came back, went to the wars and came back, still had God in their cross eye. They were looking at God. They kept their eyes on God. And I charge us to go back to God. Let's bow our knees, lift up our hearts and say, God, you are able to heal us. You are able to restore us. I bless us as Americans. I call us to our place of redemption, and I call us to our place of purpose. America, hear me. We can make it work. We can do it again. When 911 hit, we all rallied. We all knew God. We all cried on God, and God healed our land. May the peace of God come upon you wherever you are. May the strength of the Lord come upon you wherever you are. May your businesses not go down, but may they rise up. May your institutions rise up again. May the streets that saw so much death, may it see so much light again. May the parks be full of our children dancing again. I see America rejoice again. I see the airports full of men and women traveling again. I see the land that is healed, that carries healing to the other nations. God bless you tonight. God bless you, and may you stand tall, and may you be the resilient America God raised you to be. God bless you. Amen.